The gentleman is recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, earlier today, I sent a letter to Attorney General Eric Holder, which I submit for the record, imploring him to refile the voter intimidation case against the new Black Panther Party that was inexplicably dismissed in May. This case was brought in January by career attorneys in the Department's Civil Rights Division against the party and several of its members for deploying uniformed men to a polling station in Philadelphia on Election Day last November to harass and intimidate voters, one of whom brandished a nightstick to the voters. The public can view the video of the incident as well as other examples of their intimidation in a January 2009 National Geographic documentary that posted at the web www.electionjournal.org. One of the witnesses of the Election Day incident, Bartle Bull, a veteran civil rights activist who served as Bobby Kennedy's New York campaign manager in 1968, has publicly called this, quote, the most blatant form of voter intimidation he has seen. He also reminded us, quote, that Martin Luther King did not die to have people in jackboots with billy clubs block the doors of polling places, and neither did Robert Kennedy. It's an absolute disgrace. In 1981, I was the only member of the Virginia delegation in the House to vote for the Voting Rights Act and was harshly criticized by the editorial page of the Richmond Times-Dispatch when I supported the Act's reauthorization. In 2006, I was again criticized by editorial pages. My commitment to voting rights is unquestioned. Given my consistent support for voting rights, I was deeply troubled by a report in yesterday's Washington Times, which I also submit for the record, indicating that improper political influence by Associate Attorney General Thomas Pirelli led to the dismissal of this case over the objections of career attorneys on the trial team. I was troubled, but unfortunately not surprised to learn of the existence of this guidance from the chief of the department's appellate division, which recommended that the department proceed with the case and obtain default judgment. The guidance was not previously shared with members of Congress, despite congressionally directed request. According to the summary of the appellate division guidance reported in the Washington Times, appellate chief Diana Flynn said in the May 13 memo obtained by the Times that the appropriate action was to pursue the default judgment unless the department had evidence the court ruling was based on unethical conduct by the government. She goes on to say many other things which I'll submit for the record, but she ends by saying that the complaint appeared to be sufficient to support the injunctions sought by the career employees, stating, quote, the government's predominant interest is preventing intimidation, threats, and coercion against the voters. Just last week, Eric Holder declared the Department's Civil Rights Division is, quote, back and open for business. I question Eric Holder's commitment to voting rights, and I question Eric Holder's judgment. And yet, where are the other members of this Congress, Republican or Democrat, that want to even look at this issue? Given that both the department's trial team and the appellate division argued strongly in favor of proceeding with the case, I can only conclude that the decision to overrule the career Attorney General, Associate Attorney General Thomas Pirelli, or other administration officials was politically motivated. It is imperative that we protect all Americans' right to vote. This is sacrosanct and an inalienable right of any democracy. The career attorneys in the appellate division within the department sought to demonstrate the federal government's commitment to protecting this right by vigorously prosecuting any individual or group that seeks to undermine this right. The only legitimate course of action for the trial team is to bring the case again and allow our nation's justice system to work as it was intended. And to see it again, look at it for your own eyes. And Eric Holder ought to look at it. Look at www.electionjournal.org. I yield back the balance of my time.